Hello guys, Oneshot here. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a list box, also how to create a combo and create a custom combo where you can select several things. So let's begin with creating the list box here. So use the ImGui namespace, list box, and the list box wants a name. So list box here, and then it wants an integer, that's the current item, and then it wants an array of sharp pointers. So and then it wants the count of the array, the size of it, and then it could take the height in items. Okay, so first let's declare the vars here. So static int, and then let's item or selected item. It's better like that. Okay, and then we need to have the array with sharp pointers, with strings, or if you could call it like that. So static const sharp pointer, then items, and then like that. And here now we can declare some strings. So let's say apple, banana, and orange. Okay, so now if we take the selected item here, reference that there, and then we take the array, and then we can use array size here to get the size of the array, but it's 3, as you can see when we're hovering here. So now if we compile this, we will have a list box with 3 items, and every time we select an item, we will change this int will change. So here we have 3 items, and if I change it to orange here, it will be 0, 1, 2. So it will be 2 here. Let's check. Yeah, it's 2. So that's how a list box works. Probably we could change the height in items as well if we just want one height in height, or maybe 2. Let's see here. Let's make 2. Now it should only be 2 items in height, so I need to scroll to get to the third one. Okay, that's how you can do that. Okay, so to create a combo, you do basically the same thing. It's the same thing. Let's see, like that, and then it wants the name and all this stuff, and also it doesn't need, but it can also take the last argument here. So now if we compile, it's also called listbox now, but it's just to test here. We can select like this. It's a drop-down list instead than this list here. Okay, but this isn't really interesting. So let's create a combo where you can select multiple selectors here. Okay, selectables. Okay, so to do that, we use ImGui begin combo, like that, and it wants a name. So MultiSelectable combo. And then here it wants a preview value. That's the value that's going to be viewed in the little, like in the preview window in the selectable. So for now, let's put it to just empty there. And also this needs to be inside of an if statement. So if and then inside of here we need to call end combo, like that. So now if I compile this, it will be just an empty combo with no display value. To put our selectables here now, we can put selectables, we can put checkboxes, we can put whatever we want inside of here. But let's use selectables so it's a proper combo, like this. And here now it needs a name, but we want to use a for loop for this if we're going to use these names. So let's do it like this, for, and the size of that array, like that. Then we take the selectable here, oops, and instead of having a string here, we're going to use the items and the index of it here. So now it will show 3 selectables. Let's see if it compiles here. It shows 3 here, okay. Right now I can't do anything because I don't have any bools attached to this one, to those. So, and also it doesn't show a preview value here, a preview string. To fix that, let's see here, let's create a static array of bools. And make 3 of those, okay. And then do the same thing here, put it as the value. Just like a checkbox, a selectable works just like a checkbox. And if you have followed my previous tutorial, you know how a checkbox works. So now it should iterate through all of these 3 and these, and then it will, select that one now. So let's see. Also, when we're doing it like this, we need to make sure that the selectable doesn't close the pop-up after it's been pressed. So to do that, we need to set a flag. If I can find it here. ImGui selectable flags there. And don't close pop-ups. So when we run this now, I'll clean it up a bit here. It will select stuff, but it won't be any preview value yet. Okay, so here I can select all of those same time, but there are no preview value. To change that, we need to do our own logic for that. To do that, so we need to use, I will use a string. I have included C++ strings here because I will use C++ strings in this. So I'm kind of winging this right now, but I want it to be, so there's one name and then what's it called? One of those. I lost it. And then I want it to be like that until the end. But in the end, I don't want one of those things, columns or something like that. My English is trash. Okay. So let's make a string. Call it preview value here. Make it to nothing here. Now if we put that one here, it will be still nothing, but let's do some logic to it here. Let's make it static here. Okay. Inside of here, 4 in array size here, just like in selectable here. let's see. We could actually put it inside of this for loop so we don't need to do it twice. Okay, because this is in the rendering, so we need to be so efficient as we can. So now, instead of here, if it's selected, first of all, I want to put this value to nothing here. Okay, then if this one is selected, let's just do it like that. If the first value in the array, in the iteration, is selected, then we'll need to append that to the preview value. Okay, like that. Okay, I got a little bit distracted there. I got a call, but also I thought about this thing and I want to use a vector. So I included a vector here, and I'm going to use the vector now so I can add up all the strings. I want to add all the strings to the vector, and then in the vector I can check the first element and the last, and then I can add commas to it. Okay, so let's make a vector, make it a string vector, like that. Okay, so now if it's selected, we'll add it to, let's see, pushback. Okay, why does it didn't want me to? Okay, dot. Okay, it's not a pointer. Okay, push back. Okay, it will push back the string, so the item string here. Okay, so now when this is done, we have pushback, and then here, down here, we will have all the strings in the vector. So we'll have to do a new for loop here. Dot size. Inside of here, let's do preview value plus equals let's see, vec.add I. So now we're doing like append, we're plussing it to the end, but we don't want to do that if the size is only 1, and we don't want to do it on the last one. Okay, so this doesn't look that pretty anymore, but this is the logic for it that I can come up right now. Probably a much better way of doing this. I'm now using vectors and stuff, but this will only be calculated while this one is open. When it's closed, it will use this static value. Okay, so let's see here. If vec.size equals 1, then you do that. Else, if no, the size I is not equals to size, so it's equals the size while it's not, do this plus equals that plus comma here. Okay, and let's see, else it should just without the comma. Okay, the logic have become pretty pretty harsh right now, but this is the whole code for it, the whole combo. You could put this in your own little function. Let's see if this compiles, and hopefully it doesn't crash. Apple, banana, and now it added in the end here. That's bad, orange. Okay, so let's debug and see what we did here. So the size of this vector is 3. Yeah, I can see my first error. It should have been, probably should have been, let's see. If it's size 1, then use that. If it's not, equals the size. I think here is the issue. Size -1. That should make it. Okay. So now, most likely, apple, banana, orange. Okay. So now it works. Yeah. And it changes. Yeah, but that's no worries here. Okay. So that's how you can create a simple, or not really as simple, but that's how you create this kind of selectable, multi-selectable. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I won't give out the source code for this because it's meant for you to follow through and learn from what I'm doing. And as you can see now, it wasn't that simple to make something like this. It was pretty hard. But if you know how to do C++, this would be no problems for you. But this is one way to do it. If anyone knows a better way to do it, let me know. I just wing this now on the spot here, and I think it worked out great. Okay, so yeah, I see you guys in the next tutorial.